Alright, well, I got all my storage cleaned out. There was just a little left. Got it all in the car. It's cleaned out. I swept it out. Turned in my keys, and because I paid this month for the storage, they're gonna prorate it for me, which I don't care if they prorate it. I want my $300 deposit back is what I want. I prorate, fine. If you prorate it, that's fine for me. But I want my $300 deposit back, so they're working on that. I got something here. It's going through my storage. This thing right here. There's a story behind that. This right here. There's a story. I'm at work, so It was over the weekend. So I went over to Best Buy and I got this thing right here. It's a speaker, hooks to my phone, and I took it to work with me on Monday. Went to my cubicle. Oh, come on, focus. Went to my cubicle and yeah, I had it all charged. I had it on my phone. I was listening to music. It was really super low. You could with all the phones and everything that were going, you could barely hear that. I just wanted a little bit of music in my cubicle. This right here wasn't loud. You know, listen to old rock and roll. So I was like, yeah, have a little bit of music while I'm sitting there in my cubicle. The lady sitting next to me on my left side uh, goes to the manager and complains that I have music in my cubicle because I have that. So of course, 20 minutes later, the floor manager, shows up and says, "Yeah, you can't have that in there. You can't have that on." I'm like, "All right." You got to do what they say. So I'm like, "All right." So I turned it off. At lunch, I put it back out in my car. The very next day, I'm sitting in my cubicle, just just entering the data. The data was just sitting there putting the data in, and I hear music. I'm like, what is that? I stand up. The chick, the chick that's sitting next to me on the left side, has earbuds in her ears, listening to music. I'm not lying, listening to music, and I'm like, the very chick that complained and and told on me that I had music in my cubicle is sitting over there with earbuds in, listening to music off her phone. And the manager did nothing about it. He knew, it was just after lunch when he went by and was talking to her. He knew that she had earbuds in, and he knew was listening to music and did nothing. Did nothing one bit. So I got some emails about how I feel about the women and stuff. Look, you get no sympathy from me, none. You're not getting any sympathy from me. I know what favoritism is, and she got total. They told me turn this off, not bring it back in. Right? You can't have it. I can't have earbuds in. I can't. You can't have anything on. But yet she does, and they knew that she had it. So absolutely, you get no sympathy for me, none whatsoever. That had a story behind it. I found that in my storage. That I just remembered that has an entire story behind it. So yeah, that was dumb. I was mad. So if you're looking for sympathy from me, you're not going to get any. Not one bit. Not one little bit. Not at all. Yeah. So yeah, it's still we're getting there. We'll get these monitors mounted and stuff. I got an email from a friend of mine, and he said instead of doing it, okay. So I stopped by the metal place, and I didn't know this. Before COVID, you could get metal. You could buy metal to weld that was relatively cheap. It wasn't too bad. The metal prices today for just 1 inch box has gone completely crazy. Absolutely, it's 5 times more for metal than it used to be. I'm not lying. Five times more. Used to be able to buy these sticks, these 10-foot sticks, and one by one for right around $14. A one by one stick that's 10 feet long is now $42 for just one stick. I'm like, whoa. So my friend said, because I told my friend, I emailed him, said, wow, the metal's gone completely outrageous. And he goes, that's fine. He's got a wood shop. He's in his out behind his house. He actually does woodworking. He goes, all right, get some dimensions, and let's get you some wood. Let's get you some oak, and let's just build it out of wood. Uh, the bottom, we were talking about it, and we came up with a design. It's going to be like the sit stand, right? Just like the sit stand, the legs will be, but it's going to be wood. But it's not actually going to have a motor on it to lift it up and down. No, it's just going to be wood. It'll be flat. It won't go up and down. But he's got some 4x4 black oak that he's not doing nothing with. He says, yeah, we can make it out of this. That'll be strong as heck. And I'm like, all right. So I have to go over there and get my plans all written out, and so he can follow the plans. I want to be there when he's building it anyway. But yeah, I have a whole thing about that. That right there, man, I wanted to hit her in the head with that. I just wanted to throw it at her. I really did. I was so mad. I've never seen favoritism like that. I never have. Not in my. I was there 21 years. I know. I was like, man, that's stupid. Yeah, you can't have music in your cubicle. You can't have your earbuds in. And then like the next day, and she did it, and she had a grin on her face, like, haha, look what I can do and you can't. I'm like, oh man. No, I didn't go to the manager and complain. That was another thing. I didn't go tattle on people. If the manager just happened to be coming by and said, yeah, you can't have that in there, okay, that's fine. But she tattled on me. Literally tattled on me. And the next day she does the same thing. And it's got a grin on her face like, look what I can do and you can't. I'm like, whatever. No, they offered me the floor manager's job 14 years when I was there. 14 years later, working there 14 years, they offered me that job as a floor manager. I said no, and I'll tell you why. In the 21 years I was there, I have seen 35 floor managers come and go. 35 or more. I didn't count every single one, but I guarantee you it's more than 35. They come in. And the upper management is the ones that can them. They're the ones that fire them because they tell them you're not motivating your employees well enough to get the work completed. Yeah, I watched them come and I watched them go, and that was a position that I do not want. No, I was perfectly fine where I was at. Just stay there, just get my work done, clock out, and go home. That's it. Just a paycheck. That's all it was. Yeah, 21 years. Yeah, I was there. All right, so yeah, we're working on this. Yeah, we're gonna have to think something else. We're gonna have to do this in wood. All right, put the glass top. We're gonna have to make the base out of wood. Metal's too expensive now. A metal bottom for that piece of glass, will cost $450. Because I want a bigger box, the stuff that's under this. Instead of this 1x1, I wanted, like the legs, I want them like a 2 by 4, or at least 2x6 going down, and a 2x6 leg, so it's strong. It comes up. These supports here, I wanted to do the thicker stuff, maybe a box, box steel. Ha, yeah, right. No, you can just buy a new desk for what it costs you to build one with. So my buddy's like, no, you don't have to do all that. We got the stuff to do that. I'll just pay for his wood, and pay for his wood and his time, and we'll get it done. It shouldn't take more than a day to do. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. He's pretty cool about it. Yeah, he's seen my videos too. He's like, I've been watching your videos. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He asked me how I was liking YouTube, and I said, it's fine. Because my friend, he's a big open source user too. He stays down there, but he's thinking about coming back up there. He says, man, it's really, really full down in open source. It's full. Everybody's down there. Yeah, it's pretty congested, you know. I'm like, yeah. So he's thinking about coming up here with me, run up here to YouTube. I don't know. He does videos too. He does all his in woodworking. He does all his videos in woodworking. He's really good. Oh man, he's good. He does furniture. He does everything. He's really skilled. Yeah, that's got that. There's that speaker right there's got history. History. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, not going any further. I'm gonna drop out of this video here. I just wanted to just let you know, hey, I'm all done with the storage. You know, I have to go back tomorrow to get my deposit, and uh, she's gonna prorate it for the rest of the month, and she'll give me that money back, and then yeah, and that's what I'm gonna use to do the bottom of this desk. It's my when she gives me my deposit, that I'll give him the money to do the bottom of this. So yeah, that's how it works. You know, you get some money and you spend some money. Welcome to life. All right, later, guys.